regards to the screening process. Let's see if we can answer.
Somebody asked about the screening process, when children, young adults, individuals are apprehended by U.S. Border Patrol, they are interviewed in Spanish. Most of the individuals that are coming have some type of information that they have on them when they're coming. Information that's gathered from them by U.S. Border Patrol is also provided to us, meaning the Office of Refugee Resettlement. When Border Patrol, what they do is they look at them, they give them medical screenings, they look at them to see if they're sick, they ask if they're sick. If they determine that they're at risk, that there's some issues, and what they do is they do refer them to a medical provider prior to them coming over to us and us taking over jurisdiction. They also, if at some point when they do come into our jurisdiction, we do have available resources. We have counselors, we have people who talk to them. If they come in with documents, we have relationships with counselors who can do verification of documentation. We do have, if there's any information that leads us to believe that somebody's committed a criminal act, we do work with the Department of Homeland Security. We work with other law enforcement agencies to determine whether or not there's reason to believe that an individual has committed some kind of act. So a lot of these kids, before they would come to the facility like this, would already be screened by both U.S. Border Patrol, DHS, and also the Office of Refugee Resettlement.
How about gang specialists to check their tats?
Sorry, ma'am?
How about gang specialists to check their tattoos?
We do have people who work with gangs. We do have both Homeland Security. We also work with local community law enforcement, because a lot of times there are individuals who belong to gangs, different parts of gangs. So if we do know that someone has some affiliation with gangs, we can make a determination whether or not, what kind of setting that they would need to stay in. And they would not give us. This is not somewhere where we want.
Hi, my name is Leslie Green. I'm from the northern part of the county, and I'm the elected Commonwealth's attorney of the county, so I represent all of Brunswick County. My understanding is that these kids will be coming from Texas to Virginia with the goal of reuniting them with their families. My understanding is also that if these children are not relocated within 30 days, if their families are not found within 30 days, that the federal government is mandated to petition our local juvenile courts to make them basically the responsibility of the state government through local funds. This is from the Health and Human Services Office of Refugee Resettlement. This is from the CFR. In providing child welfare services to refugee children in the state, a state must provide the same child welfare services and benefits to the same extent as are provided to other children of the same age in the state under the state's Title 4B plan. And it goes on to list the services that would be provided, including foster care, medical, all of the things that we struggle to provide to the children of our county. I can tell you that I appear in the juvenile court, or someone in my office appears in the juvenile court every week. And every week we have a team of people from Brunswick County Public Schools, from my office, from law enforcement, local law enforcement, from social services, and we're all struggling to find placements for children with needs, the same type of needs that these children that are coming who have been traumatized need. And we have a very hard time finding both services and also funding for services. So I'd be curious to know if that is correct, if after 30 days that Our courts are going to be petitioned, and then our social services will have the responsibility for these children. Secondly, I'm curious as to what the background check involves, because I've been a local prosecutor for over 20 years. I've prosecuted my fair share of people who are not citizens who happen to come through and commit some offense or another. And I have yet, not one time, to have access to any international criminal information. In the United States of America, there is no central repository for juvenile information, such information. No central repository for gang juvenile information. So it's amazing to me that the federal government can provide that in the 7 days that you have the children in Texas before you bring them here. And I'd like to know the secret, because I'd like those tools to use in my office. And lastly, if we're on the pause button, why are Homeland Security vans in St. Paul's, and why are renovations ongoing in St. Paul's now if we're all paused?
I'm a reporter with Breitbart News. Do you have a card?
We would have on children that might have committed